First and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Now, also, you know I got to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates and leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through another individual, all right? So be patient with your process. Now, also, y'all already know that voice too raspy to be whispering, all right? So this about the time for you to hit that volume, all right? So look, chosen ones, how y'all feeling on this beautiful Friday? You understand me? On this futuristic Friday. Now let's talk. The word for today. Now we got a few messages that's coming through, but the main one is, do not focus on what these other individuals are trying to do to you, but focus on what God is currently doing for you. You understand me? Let's bring that back. Don't focus on what these individuals are attempting to do, then try to do, want to do, dreaming to do, wishing on a shooting star that could happen to you. I want you to focus on what God is providing you. You understand me? Now, with that being said, I want you to put a few things in perspective, right? Right now, you starting to receive, and I'm not just talking about this confirmation through me. You've been feeling so many confirmations. See, before, certain individuals may have called you crazy. Certain changes of the energy, they try to sway you, wasn't happening. Certain truths that you was telling about these individuals try to deter you. See, a lot of these individuals, they only had power over the fact that they was providing or persuading you to not believe in you. You understand me? They told you that you couldn't do these things. So what did you do? You start trying to prove a point to these individuals instead of proving a point to you. See, they told you that you couldn't do it. So you wanted to prove to them that you could, instead of focusing on the fact that God sat there and told you that you could. You understand me? So with that being said, chosen ones, you have been receiving confirmation after confirmation. And I want you to realize one thing. No matter what situation comes right in front of you, I want you to realize that everything that gets presented to you is working on behalf of you. Sometimes God will sit there and allow other individuals to target you just to show other individuals that you're not a target that they need to be targeting. Let's talk, chosen ones. Whereas before, you had certain situations happen, and as soon as they occur, you started to feel energetically like you was lacking. You start feeling sad, asking God what you did to receive that, asking God why this has happened. You couldn't believe that, not realizing that God was making certain things happen on behalf of you. See, there's certain things that at that time period, you was praying for these things to come through. You was praying for things to work out with that individual, and it didn't. You was praying for certain living situations. You was praying for certain things to, again, align for you. But at that time, you didn't see those come through. But God made sure that he didn't have those things move towards you for a reason. See, you've been sacrificing yourself for too long. You've been laying yourself over a puddle in order for other individuals to step on. You sat there and laid yourself out on that mud, laid yourself out on that floor. Again, allow them to step on you so that they could see certain things that you had in store. See, I want you to realize, chosen ones, that it was all about perspective, right? Now, everything that didn't work out for you, you realized was working out on behalf of you. You understand me? So let's talk. We're going to go down to every scenario. That person that you used to pursue, that did not want to believe in you. They didn't want to put no trust in you. They didn't want to fully be committed to you. They was committed to those other karmics that was working against you. They was committed to that devil and doing what the devil asked them to do. You used to pray for these people to see your truths, pour that same love into you. Then you realize that they had certain holes in them, that everything you poured into them was getting poured out in all types of different directions. See, the more that you poured into this person, they wasn't pouring into their fruits. They wasn't pouring into certain things that they should do. They was out here trying to stunt for other individuals. So God made sure that you didn't have anything else left to pour into them. See, at that time, you thought that it was something that you did. Well, in a sense, it was. See, I want you to realize that certain blessings are coming to you, chosen ones. I want you to realize that certain things are starting to be displayed to you, chosen ones. And at that time, you thought because it was delayed that you had did something bad. Whole time, God made sure that other individuals wasn't able to connect to take from your ass. Now, let's talk. Now, I'm going to give you an analogy, right? A story, right? So you know how you have certain friends around you. Say you got a parent that truly pours into you. This parent could provide certain things to come through. Now, I'm not talking about your mother, your father, certain people that you know. I'm talking about your divine crew. I'm talking about God. I'm talking about your ancestors. My God, maybe your Allah, maybe your Jah. You know who I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Carmen. I want you to realize something, chosen ones. At that time, you had certain karmic individuals around you. So this was your friends. This was your karmic partners. This was certain karmic families, so on and so forth. They seen you getting spoiled by a certain individual, which is the divine. God sat there and see, again, they seen that no matter what you had or circumstances that you needed, God showed up always on time. They knew that all you had to do, it was one call away and God was going to come through for you. They was mad that every time they tried to leave you, you called on God and he came and got you. They was mad, love. They was mad that certain things was happening on behalf of you. They try to make it seem like you was lacking. They try to laugh at you. See, they ain't realized at that time that God had certain things that he was holding on so that you couldn't give to them. So I want you to think of just like you carry yourself or carry your children. If they around certain children or certain badass kids, that every time you give them something, they allow their friends to destroy it. They sat there and you gave them funds and they spent all their funds on their friends who then sat there and used them to buy them certain things and then went along and played with other individuals and left them. See, you could see certain things for other individuals, but at that time you couldn't see it for you. See, when your child was getting used by these friends, you sat there and held certain abundance from coming through. See, when this child had certain toys before they go and play with their friends, then their friends again was full of destruction and would sit there and destroy them. You sat there and had money come through. They spent their whole funds on their crew, and then that same crew left them and made them feel like they wasn't a part of it in a sense. What you think's been happening to you? There's been people that have been coming back to you to collect energy from you, individuals that you talk life and pour life into them, and then once they get like they feel like they in a good ass position, they try to leave you. I'm trying to tell you. So what did God do? He deliberately had certain things from being presented to you so that money may have stopped. You was feeling a certain type of way. See, that money may have stopped because you was out here funding, certain toxic traits. See, every time those individuals seen you had to come up, they would come to you and then you would give them first dibs of all that abundance that came through to you. You sat there and watched them use those things that God had provided you. Then in the end, they walked off with their friends and they left you out. See, that's why God made sure that he kept those things from you, because he made sure that those individuals wouldn't come around. See, they watched from a distance. They seen every situation that you was in. God got you through it. They seen that this started to mess up. God gave you this. They started to see this slow down and God provided this. See, they seen that you came into a lineage of abundance. See, we ain't talking about that bloodline. We ain't talking about your mother, your father, your friends, so on and so forth. I'm talking about your divine crew. I'm talking about your true parents, God. You understand me? So I want you to realize that God sat there and seen that everything that you had, these individuals wanted to be. They was only smiling at you because they wanted to trick you into receiving. See, I want you to realize that God made sure that you seen that these individuals wasn't truly your friend. So what did he do? He had certain abundance stop coming in. You started to see certain things slip out of your hands. And at that point in time, you thought that you was lacking. Whole time he made sure that these individuals that was watching, seen you, thought that certain abundance wasn't coming through, so they left you. Whole time God was going to have them get removed so he can replace and replenish you, but he didn't want to give you these things because you was going to give it to them. I want you to think about every time that you had certain abundance come in, you started breaking it down, trying to help other individuals that you was connected with. You may have been sitting there not paying certain things for you, not buying new clothes for you, new shirts for you. You sat there and wasn't doing certain things that you felt like you wanted to do, but every time these individuals needed you, you was able to provide for them and their crew. So you wasn't willing to spend that money on your shirt or invest in your business. But as soon as they went out and they started spending their shit and didn't have enough to pay for what they needed to pay, they came to you and thought that they was going to have you make a way. See, that's why God has certain things stop, chosen ones. You always been favored. God just seen that those individuals you was around had bad behavior and they wasn't getting they wasn't going to get rewarded for that shit that they was doing. So God had to show you that they wasn't your crew. God had to show you that they truly didn't like you. God had to show you that they was using you. So he had you seem like you ain't have it, so that they thought that they didn't have that opportunity to grab it, so they carried their asses on. See, and when they left, God sat there and made sure that he started to restock on your shit. See, you didn't realize you was being spared, chosen ones. God told you money was coming through. You was doing everything that God asked you to. Then all of a sudden, when it slowed out, you thought it was something that you did, but it was the individuals that was around you. God seen that you was they come up. God seen that they was sitting there trying to steal from you. So therefore, he made sure that they looked at you and felt that you was lacking too, that they had an illusion that God truly didn't favor you. So therefore, they would go on with their true karmic crew, and God can have all that abundance come back into you. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. You heard me. You gonna see. God sat there and made sure that you didn't have money to help these individuals, because you thought that you was helping them, but you was helping them hurt other individuals. See, that money that was coming through for you, that you wouldn't sit there and invest in you, you was sat there and sacrificed certain moves. You sat there and was stretching these funds from this Friday to next Friday. You was eating spaghetti for 3 whole days. You was sitting there rocking the same thing for a few years. Certain things that you didn't have, you may have spread even a few tears. You thought that you was in lack. You sat there and was working with scraps. Whole time you was only working from scraps based upon the fact that you kept pouring into their ass. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. You heard me. I'm trying to tell you, God sat there and seen that they was using you, that you called yourself nice, pouring into these individuals. Whole time you ain't realized the money that you was giving them was funding some fuckery. You heard me. You thought you was doing the right thing like Spike Lee, helping them, but they was real shiesty. They thought that they could do all of these things to you. Half the time you ain't realized the money that you was paying these people, they was paying practitioners to put magic on you. You didn't realize that that money that you was giving them, they was giving to certain karmic crews, the same individuals that was targeting you. You had to stop that. You was funding certain fuckery. And again, although your intentions was pure, you was given to certain individuals who were not. So God had to make sure that certain things for you had to stop so that they couldn't have no uprise. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. You heard me. I'm trying to tell you. You thought you was helping them, being a blessing to them, but they was out here creating some certain karmic lessons and karmic cycles for other individuals that was just like you. You better know that, chosen ones. So because you didn't know no better, because you thought you was helping them, you didn't realize, again, because you was providing for them in some type of sense, whether it was energetically or you speaking life into them, you didn't realize that you was helping them and they friends target you and other chosen ones too. So because you didn't know no better, God had to teach you. Because had you kept pouring into these individuals who was then putting certain magic on you, paying certain practitioners to play for you, sitting there paying certain people to put a price on your head too, you ain't realized at that time what you was doing. So had you kept doing it, you would have got the same karma and consequences as them. Because again, you was funding their fuckery in a sense. You understand me? So instead of you getting cursed like them because you funding certain things that they doing to other chosens, God had that money stop coming into you so that you stop helping these individuals that was attempting to hurt you. You was favored the whole time. God sat there and was telling you, nah, we gonna hold on to this until they go. We gonna hold on to this until you get away from these individuals. Now you starting to see certain blessings show up. See, it may not come when you want it, but it's always on time. See, I'm trying to tell you, at that time, you ain't realize it, but it was all in divine time. See, at that time, you could have been waiting for some money to come through, but you was only waiting for that money to come through because these people that was waiting and wanting certain things from you was putting pressure on you to make certain moves. You sat there and thought that you had a timeline to make certain things get done because these individuals put pressure on you because they knew damn well what they had done. See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, God sat there and didn't give you certain things to come through because he knew at that time those people was dependent on you and what they was going to try to do if they got those things from you. You understand me? Trying to tell you, chosen ones, divine time is not always your time, but God is always on time and you starting to see it. Everything that you wanted, God is, you starting to receive it. But again, it didn't come in the form that you wanted because you ain't know no better when you wanted it. See, had you got that person that you was praying for, when you was praying for them, you would have been caught casting the same corruption as them. You was praying for a person that was praying on you. You was praying for a person that was praying that your prayers didn't come true. So therefore, I want you to realize that at that time, you thought that God had delayed. You thought that you did certain things that God had to make sure. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. Everything that you prayed for was getting prepared for you. You had you in order for those blessings to come through. Now you starting to see, but you also starting to see them happen now that you disconnected from that karmic crew. Don't worry about what they did to you. Worry about what God's doing for you. See, I want you to think of something in perspective, right, chosen one again. At that time that you told your child they couldn't take that toy out to their friends, they felt a certain type of way because they knew that their friends didn't believe that they had those things. See, this is something like a child. God providing you certain blessings right now. You telling them, I'm chosen. You telling them I'm focused. You telling them I'm golden. You telling them that God has certain things for you. You trying to persuade these people to head towards you when really you sitting there trying to show off what God gave you to get them, when really they should be able to look within and see. You was trying to persuade them to choose you based upon certain things. So God made sure that you couldn't show them what you had in a sense because he knew that they was only coming in to grab that shit. See, chosen ones, you better understand that, chosen ones. God deliberately had you sitting there talking about you chosen. You knew what was within you. But again, when these people looked at you, they didn't see that, so they didn't believe it to be true. Because again, think of all the things that they did to you when they thought that you ain't have it. Look how hard they went after you when they thought that you didn't have shit. Look at how hard they went towards you when they thought that you was a nobody. So imagine had they knew who you truly were, the extent that they would have went to try to destroy you, to take you out. See, I'm trying to tell you, that's why God sat there and had you delivered in a simple package outside their house. They things. You was the present. But because the exterior didn't reflect it, they looked over it. They thought it was neglected, so they neglected it too. Not even realize had they opened that package, they would have seen certain truths. They would have seen what God had provided you, chosen one. So the fact that you was wrapped the way that you was wrapped, that's why you are where you at. You understand me? I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. God deliberately had you wrapped in a package that was not favorable to these individuals, didn't catch their attention because they didn't listen. Had they sat there and listened to God, they would have knew what they was expecting. They would have knew that at this day, this was going to get presented. You was the present. Had they opened it up, they would have seen it, but they chose not to. They looked over the same thing that God sat there and provided, which was you. See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen one, had they knew who you were, they would have did even more shit than they did. Imagine the extents that they went through when they thought that you wasn't shit. So imagine what they would have did if they knew that wrapped inside that package was some gold shit. Man, chosen ones, thank you so much for your gifts, babies. I appreciate you. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. God had you hit these individuals with that okie doke in a sense. He had you telling them, oh yeah, open this package. They was like, nah, I ain't gonna touch that shit. Cool. But the right divine person knows what present's about to come through. See, your right divine partner truly knows what's inside that package in a sense. They didn't seen that wrapper. God already told them what was going to get presented. See, you got to realize, chosen ones, you ain't got to persuade these people to choose you. Because the true divine people that you're supposed to be around are automatically going to know you. They already going to know as soon as they see you out there, they're going to go retrieve you. They're going to be fragile with you. You see, God had them replace somebody else that was going to get and to see like, okay, I want you to realize, think of a magnet, chosen ones. So you know how a magnet, you got to face each other in order for them to be connected. So this negative things want you to view them, so therefore you get connected to them. But if you turn the other way, nothing can connect to you. So don't you realize a certain abundance, thank you so much, Ernest, is starting to come through? Don't you realize that, chosen ones? Yeah, you realizing it. You see that. You see that. You starting to realize that. Certain places that you was praying for, you applied for it. You may have cried because you got denied for it, not realizing had you got accepted in that place, that you would have had a slumlord that wouldn't have made no change, that you would have been in the worst situation that you came from, that you would end up still out in the streets in a sense based upon what that slumlord had done. See, God had that place not accept you, because had they accepted you, you would have been accepted into some shit that wasn't for you, chosen ones. So again, I want you to realize these individuals who didn't accept you, you better rejoice that they didn't, because you was feeling a certain type of way that the devil didn't select you, the devil didn't want you, the devil, you mad that the devil didn't want your ass. But had they wanted you, you would have been in lack with all those people that they connected with. You better be happy you ain't get selected when you was trying to. You better be happy that God sat you on that bench beside him. You better be happy that God sat there and said, nah, you're going to sit this out. At that time, you ain't know what you was sitting out from. See, had you got caught up with those individuals, certain karma would have came through. You would have again been bound to the same thing that they currently bound to, trying to get through. There's no way out. You heard me? You was about to, see, you so used to settling. You so used to settling for that so-so shit. You call yourself being grateful for the things you get, but God was like, nah, I don't want you to accept certain things that you're not supposed to be in. You think that certain so-so shit is coming from God? Huh? Oh, nah. You so used to moving into a place that you got fixed up. Now God's like, nah, I got a place that's move-in ready, that's already made up. I'm trying to tell you, you was out here trying to settle for some so-so shit. And when you stop looking at the negative, that stopped being connected to you. So then you started seeing certain things work on behalf of you. When you stop looking at everything negative, when you stop paying attention to those people that was plotting on you, when you stop paying attention what they was doing to you and started to pay attention to what God was doing on behalf of you, you started to see a new view. I'm trying to tell you, chosen one. Whole time, you thinking, God, is there something that I did? Did I not do what you asked me to do? Did I not listen? God's like, nah, that's why certain karma and consequences is missing. That's why you got abundance coming in, but I needed to get rid of them. I'm trying to tell you. God didn't have that money come through. That money he promised you, you getting. But you couldn't get it because those people was trying to use that funds that came in through to you to pay off these practitioners that was plotting on you, to pay off these people that they had target you, to pay off certain karmic events that they currently going through. God was like, oh, nah, you ain't going to use my divine. You ain't going to use my divine to have your uprise while you was paying for their demise. God didn't have money come through based upon who you was pouring into. Soon as you started pouring into you, patching those holes in the sense, you started getting fulfilled. Now your cup is running over. I'm trying to tell you why those individuals are struggling to heal. See, chosen ones, you was pouring into individuals who had patches missing in them. So then what did you do? You poured stuff into them and seen that that water was missing. So then you try to patch them up, heal them from this abandonment, heal them from this insecurities, heal them from certain past experiences, all of these things. See, you were sitting there trying to patch up them, and every time you patched them up, they picked away that scab in the sense, so they shit was never healing. And every time you poured into them, all of a sudden a new hole started revealing. You had to get up out of there. Every time you try to seal them up, they cut that, try to open it back up. Every time you try to patch this, they try to sit there and take from you. See, you got to realize half the time you was pouring into these individuals like you should have been doing you. You was pouring into these individuals thinking that in the end they was going to do the same to you. Whole time when you patched them up, you started to realize that they started pouring into other individuals. God was like, nah, bet your ass won't pour no more. You hear me? So I'm trying to tell you, God sat there and had you. Certain things pause for you based upon. You're going to see these individuals, they had ill intentions for you. They, again, was pouring it into other individuals that was sending evil things towards you. So when you stop providing that, now they in lack. I'm trying to tell you. God was like, how you going to pour into... So let's talk. I always say this, chosen ones. You see problems all around you because you the solution. You seen darkness all around you because you was too busy being the light. So therefore, I want you to realize that a lot of individuals are now getting left because they chose not to do right. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. Everything, all these situations that was happening on behalf of you to reveal certain things for you about these individuals you was connected to, and now you starting to realize who was at that time truly trying to have you go through trials and trials and trials. They wondering why those charges don't stick, because God was investigating and realized that it wasn't you, it was the karmics trying to be slick. See, certain things had to be held out. You heard me. Certain things had to be held out. Now you jumping out there, you trusting you. You may have been living off of certain individuals based upon what they asked you to. You may have sat there and put your dreams on hold to pour in to other individuals. You may have sat there and stayed at home, not building your purpose, feeling alone. Whole time you was out here putting somebody else on that pedestal that your ass was supposed to be on. Now you starting to realize, chosen one, that you should have been pouring into you the whole time. You was looking for love. When you should have became love. And now that you became love, all you do is see love. See, things of like minds come together. You heard me? I'm trying to tell you. When you be love and you become love, all you're going to do is see love. That's what's going to surround you. See, these individuals try to mistake you or project on you to try to down you. See, these individuals try to persuade you that you bound to the same things that they bound to. Whole time you only pausing your progression because you still connected to these individuals who was trying to down you. You got your ass up. You hear me? I'm trying, man, listen. You better know that. You better know that. You better know that you different than these individuals, and God's starting to show that. That's why everything that they try to send to you, you got through. Now these individuals miserable, trying to come back to you to see how they can possibly get through that too. But unlike you, they don't got the same tools inside them like you. So therefore, the same situations that you made it through, that location that they had your ass at, you was down here with things so-and-so out here calling and crying and to get booked too. They get booked upon certain foul shit that they said, but because they your crew, you want to go down with them too. You better know better. You crying and God's like, what you crying for? You talk about the money. Stop, God, what I'm supposed to do? He said, do you realize who then tried to build a dam in a sense between you and this abundance from coming through? Do you realize that so-and-so is that dam that keeps that water of abundance from flowing through? So if you don't get your ass from around so-and-so and let me provide for you, boo, you starting to see that. You heard me. Man, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. Listen. It's alright, cause look, y'all already know, even if this shit starts glitching, I'm gonna upload this to YouTube in a little bit, and you still gonna get that message. I'm trying to tell you it. Ain't no stopping this. I'm trying to tell you, they didn't sat there and missed out. They gonna try to jump on the movement once it's moving, don't even realize that your ass already got left out. Karmics is starting to receive that karma. Everything that happens for you is happening on behalf of you. So any situation that you are faced with, you better sit there and pause for a moment and ask God what he trying to tell you, what you trying to show me. If this thing don't move through, okay, God, cool. What do you want me to do? Every time this don't work out, you think positive like, yeah, God got something else. Oh, this didn't work. Oh, yeah, I'm about to have this. This didn't work out. Okay, this about to come through. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. Everything that's happening is happening on behalf of you. God's sitting there trying to give certain people illusions that's playing with you, trying to send you certain illusions. Now they ass in confusion because they don't know what you're doing. They sitting there getting certain messages from certain people. Chosen ones, you gonna see. You're going to see everything that's been happening for you was happening on behalf of you. Those things that God didn't give you, he ain't give you based upon those individuals that was trying to do these things to you. You about to see. You hear me? You going to see who was building that dam. When you say, damn, you know somebody trying to curse you in a sense. So they try to build a dam in between you and abundance. Whole time they ain't realized that storm was going to come in. Those builds and cipher sticks and certain shit that they put in between that got washed away with them. Now all of a sudden you got a flood of abundance. I'm trying to tell you, that place that you put in for that you didn't get, all of a sudden now you applied to something else, and at the last minute God came through with that shit. Now all of a sudden you got a better place that's more properly prepared in the middle of a place that everything that you need is right there. So therefore I'm trying to tell you, everything you may have had car troubles, and then you paid all this money, they couldn't figure what was going on. Now all of a sudden, now that you chose to keep moving forward, now all of a sudden that car is working correctly. You like, what happened? You sitting there rubbing it like, are you okay, Betty? Now all of a sudden you starting to see everything that they did to you to try to stop you. That dam has got removed. Now that abundance is coming through. Now all of a sudden you getting hit up with all this abundance, all of this. Man, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. You hear me? You done had car troubles, and out of nowhere, it's a sunny day. You thought that you was going to have to try to tweak some things. Your shit started up perfectly. You like, huh? And you ain't even notice it. See, at that time, you start thinking like, okay, well, is this the calm before the storm again? God was like, nah, that storm is over on his Kirk Franklin tip. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. You hear me? That shit that seemed like it was struggling. Those places that didn't get you in, all of a sudden God didn't want you to get into a certain situation that was similar to that shit that you had seen. Now you put into a new place, got that approval, and guess what? You ain't even have to use nobody's name. You ain't have to get nobody to co-sign but divine. So now you got to see that your blessings was right on time at the last minute. He was on his Kobe tip, came through fourth quarter and splashed that shit. You are good, chosen ones. Everything that you wanted is popping up all of a sudden right now, to the point where you sitting there getting scared because you like, damn, is this the calm before the storm? It's going to get taken back now? God's like, nah, that season is over. Everything I got for you is going to get bigger, golder, and bolder. Everything that you've been waiting for is starting to show up, but you had to see your way out from that toxic shit. You had to be willing to jump out there on your own. You was wondering why God had you do the things that you did. See, you had money come through previously that you wanted to put here. God was like, nah, he didn't have it come through. Certain things wasn't clear. All of a sudden, he told you, oh, this bill popped up that you needed to do. You like, man, should I pay this or should I buy some food? God said, pay that bill. You did it. Now, guess what? You paid that bill. Now certain things are starting to build up. Certain abundance is coming through. Had you spent that money how you wanted to, you would have been in a messed up situation to lose. Now you starting to see why he had you do the things that you did, chosen one. You heard me. Man, you starting to see why he had you do the things that you did. He had you pay off this shit so that you could move into your new crib. So that when they ran that credit, you may not have had credit, but that shit was paid for. It didn't show no shit. See, you may have wondered why God had you invest in this business and you ain't even know what you were supposed to do. God had you set that foundation in a sense because he knew what was going to be, that road was going to lead to. See, you had to set that foundation in the middle of nowhere. You ain't know what you was facing. You had to, again, seen a place that nobody traveled in. All these trees and weeds had overpowered them. God told you that this is the place you're going to set your foundation in. You was like, huh? He was like, what had happened? So then you listened and you started weed whacking. You started to cut that grass and seen certain snakes pop out on your ass. And see, chosen ones, I want you to realize that certain karmic situations that you was in, even certain karmic ways that you was thinking, that's equivalent to that grass that started overgrowing. You stayed in that situation too long, so all that grass grew up. All of a sudden, you stayed in that relation too long, that karma grew up. That negativity grew up. All of that projections grew up. See, you was outgrew by all of these things around you because you stayed too long in a situation that truly wasn't for you. See, every time you walk in that grass, you was getting bit by some shit, but you couldn't see exactly what it is that bit you. You just knew that it had made your ass sick. You just knew that you seen certain bites on you and you wasn't sure how you had got it. See, you was in those situations too long and certain things was successfully hiding. So I want you to realize that God was like, nah, I need you to start cutting that grass. You started disconnecting from certain karmic people, got rid of their ass. Now all of a sudden, as soon as you walked away from this situation, that's equivalent to you mowing it. Now all of a sudden, certain things start getting exposed. Now you starting to see what was biting you behind the scene, why certain things wasn't growing. See, you stayed in certain circumstances too long and that shit was overflowing. You got overwhelmed, anxious, sat there and thought again that it was something that you did. Whole time you stayed there too long and had that karmic and consequences overflowing. Soon as you started to cut back and cut your grass, that means you went within and start working on you. You started to really release certain things that you knew you shouldn't do. When you started to live in your truth, certain things started getting presented to you exactly what was biting you in that grass. You started to realize there was a lot of these individuals that you was around that try to keep you in lag. You started to realize that it was them hiding the whole time, sitting there, heard you talking about that you get bit. They sitting there acting like they trying to help you find certain shit. Man, chosen ones, you had to see. And excuse me, I'm out here sweating, but you already know what it is, chosen ones. I'm going to let God speak through me. You understand me. So you sat there in certain situations too long. You started to think that again. Over things was overgrowing. You thought that you was really messed up. You ain't realized that once this yard got cleaned up, you had so much room to do new things. You see new views. You start planting your garden, started produce new fruits. You started to realize that when you got rid of that grass, you got rid of certain things that was in there trying to bite your ass too. So when you got rid of the insecurities, when you got rid of that hurt, when you got rid of that childhood trauma, you starting to receive all those things that you truly deserve. When you realize that it's not where you come from, but often where you led to, you starting to realize what God was leading you to, chosen ones. You hear me? Man, you gonna see. Certain things are happening for you. Certain things that you couldn't see. But again, it's because you was in those situations so long, it came overgrowing. Now all of a sudden you walked away and your blessings is overflowing. You not the same as those karmics. Don't pay no mind to them. That's why God has me come on here to say what I say to you, to let you know confirmations on things that people been trying to tell you wasn't true. So you ain't got to look back to them to see certain karma and consequences coming through. You got your confirmation because you know damn well when I'm speaking to you, God speaking too. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. You gonna see. You hear me? You gonna see. All of these things you was struggling for, scrapping up, you was scraping up based upon who was taken from. See, all that abundance that was coming through, you let these people get first dibs before you, went ahead and picked what they wanted to take from you, left you scraps, so that's what you used to produce your food. Whole time you ain't have to do that. God had a pantry full of food for you. You ain't have to eat no scraps. You ain't have to share your abundance with they ass. You was breaking down your abundance to try to help them where they was lacking at. Oh, nah. God said, no, we're not going to do that. You're not going to keep pouring into people who don't provide nothing to them. God's not going to have you keep putting all your things on the table and they don't got nothing to contribute to it. Nah, if this is a feast in a sense, this is a Thanksgiving meal in a sense, if I bring the turkey, then your ass better bring the bread then. If I bring this, then you better bring that then. If I got the drinks, then your ass better bring the cups that they go in. You better sit there and stop settling for these people that ain't got shit to give you. I ain't talking about material things. If they ain't living their life like you, they not spiritual, they ain't got no connection with God, that means they gonna have to be taken from you the whole time. Oh, nah, we not doing that. What you thought? No, not doing it. If I bring this, you better bring that. Because if you ain't come to this table empty-handed and your ass ain't about to be eating, you about to get left. I'm trying to tell you. You hear me? God ain't going to have you keep pouring into these individuals that can't pour nothing into you. If they ain't got money, are you speaking life into me? Are you using a motivation to motivate me? Are you using that motivation to motivate you to see certain things too? Are you sitting there trying to produce or create certain things with your food? Are you trying to eat off me? Are you waiting for me to come and present what I got in order for you to eat? We not doing that. If you ain't got nothing to contribute, then you ain't put in, then you ain't getting none of this thing. I'm talking about that abundance. You got to get with your true soul tribe that got things coming into them too, because they divine, they listen to God just like you. You better not sit there and settle for these so-so ass individuals. Every time you look, you got to speak life into them. Every time you look, you got to sit there and boost them up about some shit. Every time you look, you sit there and tell them where those attacks is coming from, and they keep going back to them time after time again. They come back to you and tell you what did happen. Shit. No. You heard me. Not doing it. God said, listen, you going to know who your true divine crew is, because they going to be just like you. You ain't going to have to ask them to do it. You ain't going to have to tell them what position to play. They going to be in that place already. See, they have been prepared just like you. So again, you don't tell them what you expect. They already going to be living proof. You ain't got to tell them to open a door. They going to do that. You ain't got to tell them what your love language is. They already speak that. See, them demons, though, need you to tell them everything that they should do. That's because they trying to imitate these divine people that truly supposed to be close to you. If you got to tell them how to do this and do that, then your ass should be doing it then. You don't need them, because they ass is just going to have you in lack. If you got to do the whole job for them, I got to tell you to do this, tell you to do that, then your ass might as well be doing it then. We not doing it. If they not already living like that, and you know who is like you, because again, they done went through the same thing as you in order to get to you. You ain't got to tell them your story because their story is the same as you. They already know you. Man, listen, chosen ones. These demons will try to come as everything that you wanted. They done heard you talking about you want this type of man or woman. They done heard you say you want them to dress like this, talk like that, walk like that. So then all of a sudden they turn into Tyler Perry and they started acting like that. But again, just like Tyler Perry, we see some shit ain't right at that top. Why that wig sitting like that? That ain't divine. Why that shit sitting sideways? Not mine. See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. You gonna see. Like, shorty. Something ain't right. No. It's a no-go. They out here again, sitting there trying to come across like they your true divine friends. Oh, nah. If you divine, you ain't got to take mine in order to get yours. If you divine, you ain't got to try to outshine. You know that our light going to produce more. See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. You better know who you pouring into. Because these individuals are some acting ass individuals. And if you be patient, again, they try to send certain speed bumps to you to slow you down. Guys had that to show you exactly who you around. See, certain things that they try to throw in your road to stall you. God had you slow up before you even came close to these individuals. God already showed you a sign what to expect. So you knew already what you was getting with they ass. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. They call themselves trying to throw things in your path to stop you. Whole time God was going to use that as a speed bump to slow you down in a sense so you ain't ride too fast over these rocky foundations and damage your shit. You better know that. You heard me. They see it though. They starting to see. Again, they starting to realize that you built differently. That the whip that you got comes with a GPS. See, the whip is your vehicle. That's your body. See, you got a personal GPS inside it. That's a divine. That's your intuition. That's your discernment. That's telling you exactly how to get through this and what's expected. Oh, there's an accident ahead. There's a certain police that's over here doing radars in a sense. See, you got that personal GPS in you to pick up on things that you haven't even made it to. That's why God gives you intuition about these individuals and what they plan to do before they have an opportunity to do it. But you just got to trust in you. See, if that GPS say that there's certain rain right ahead and you see certain red, then what you know? Slow down in a sense. You know that at any moment you gonna run into that shit. But if they say I got another place that you can go to get around that accident, guess what you gonna do? Follow that GPS and get around that shit. That shit's within you. You better know that, chosen ones. You not like them. You heard me. You not like that. You better know that. You better know that. You got that personal GPS in you to tell you what's coming towards you before you get to that. So when God tells you that these people are plotting on you before you even get a chance to see what they trying to do, you better believe that. Trust those red signs. Because that means that there's a stop ahead. You better listen to the vine. I'm trying to tell you what they thought. They looked at your car, thought it was a hoopty, thought it was this, thought it was that. Whole time they ain't realized that your shit's well equipped. They ain't realized that under your hood was some powerful shit. They thought it was a lemon like they shit that they get. Man, what? They got a car that's shiny, can't even drive that shit. They sitting in their parking lot thinking about certain places that they wanted to do, certain trips that they could go to. Whole time that vehicle can't move. It's for show, boo. You crazy. You crazy. They ain't know what was packed up under that hood. They ain't realized that, yeah, this an old car, but baby, we done sat there and got some shit. We got some new shit. We done sat there and poured into this. We invested in this, and that's why we gonna be full of abundance. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, you better know that. You heard me. Yeah, your shit's shiny, but it's sitting still. Yeah, you driving that foreign, but you driving on fumes. You can't go to places that I can go. You can't go to lengths that I can get to because that vehicle that you end is not equipped to. These karmics feel like they can get to where God got you, but again, God's not guiding them like he's guiding you. They don't got that intuition. They ain't got that empathy in them. They ain't got no feelings. I'm trying to tell you, that's why they feeling certain shit now. The feelings that they feeling is they demise. They know that they going down. I'm trying to tell you. You heard me. What? They laughing, talking about you driving a putt-putt. That putt-putt's paid for, bucko. Now your shit, you was buying that for, pushing that foreign. That wasn't your whip. You was pushing that foreman. Now those people came back and got that. Why? Because you ain't had that money to pay for that shit. See, our shit's paid for. See, when I say that, chosen ones, I'm talking about all this abundance that's coming through, all this love that's coming through, all this happiness that's coming through, all this respect that's coming through, all this opportunities that's getting presented to you, these new houses that you about to move into, these new neighborhoods with your true divine crew, this new whip, this new place. I'm trying to tell you, everything that you about to get, you paid for it. You earned that shit. So therefore, energetically, when you swipe your card, that shit goes through. That's a success. These individuals didn't pay for those blessings that they get. They was scamming to do that shit, stealing to get that shit. Wasn't even paid for, but they still thought they was cool pushing that whip. Now you gonna get that shit snatched. Because in the end, you can't pay for it. In the end, you ain't had that. In the end, you just wanted to grab that to try to outshine somebody else's. You stupid. You heard me. You earned that. All them years, hard work. All that time you put in, those years that you ain't have love, so therefore you sat there and provided, you love within. That time that you ain't have love, so you became that shit. I'm trying to tell you, that's why you earned and deserve all this abundance that you about to get. You sat there and earned it, chosen ones. You hear? Everything that you got is paid for. You ain't gotta use no credit. Credit means that you ain't have enough to get it. Your soul means that's your wealth. When you swipe, you ain't gotta swipe or pay nobody else. Your shit is solid. You heard me? Dumbass, you stupid. That's it. And you already know. Y'all done sat there and sold your soul for some shit that will never be paid for. Now they gotta keep allowing demons to run in and out, sitting there shouting and screaming without. They sat there and gave up they last to try to stun on your ass. Now that shit got snatched back and they in lack while you ride pad. Man, you better know that. You better know that. When you started to see certain blessings retract, certain abundance go back, you realize that that time period, that was a location that you ain't need to be at, because you knew that tsunami of karmic and consequences was coming through. So you got the higher ground. That means you worked on you while these people call themselves trying to do work on you. See, you sat there and went within, truly build up your ship. Now you got the higher ground and you see them disappearing in amongst that. Man, listen, you gonna know that. You heard me. Come on now. You earned that, chosen ones. I just seen 111. Man, listen. Chosen ones, you about to see everything that you wanted for. This is your abundant season. So no matter what situation gets presented to you, you didn't get approved to this place. Don't you, man, listen, your ass better not. And I ain't trying to yell at you, but you better not sit there and feel like, oh, things are falling through for you. Nah, they getting presented toward that. Abundance is about to flow towards you. If you didn't get accepted here, God got something better for you. So you sit there and smile, say, thank you, God, for not having me in around these toxic ass individuals. Thank you, God, for not having something to come through that wasn't from you. Thank you, God, for sitting there not allowing me to waste my fruit on some toxic ass individuals. God sat there and held out just so that those people who had their hand out couldn't get that shit that they asking for right now. You good. You heard me. Man, you better know that, chosen ones. So any situation that gets presented to you, the difference between you, you know that things are happening on behalf of you. So in that situation, no matter what comes through, you better be thankful and thank God, because other people that face the same thing as you didn't make it through. There's people that didn't have an opportunity to get out of that toxic ass situations. Now look at you. They ain't people that was able to get their own place. You was sitting there worried because you can't furnish that shit. That's part of the project. God's like, listen, I want you to sit there and enjoy building this shit. You so used to certain things. Man, listen, chosen ones. This year, you get a new place. Next year, you're going to be happy because now you get to furnish that. As you're going to be sitting there moving into your new place now. You wondering how you're going to pay that rent, and God's like, simmer down. You walk away from these negative people. I got certain things for you. Soon as you sit there and walk away, certain things are going to head towards you. God just wants to see you going to listen to them or listen to me, who's always provide for you. You better, man... You out here listening to the devil talking about that's not what you should do. Now, are you going to leave somewhere that I'm providing for you? Whole time you speaking life about these individuals is why they can provide certain shit that they was stealing from you. You better know. God wants to see. You going to listen to so-and-so, or you going to listen to me? Are you going to jump out there and know that I'm going to provide certain things for you? You about to see. Or are you going to look back and see if the devil's going to handle that? What can they get you with their asses in lack that they was eating off of you? You going to see. You're going to see, chosen ones. God wants you to jump out there. You got certain people, you know how you see a bungee jumper, and from afar it look like they jumping out there without anything connected to them. It just looks like they jumping off the cliff in a sense and was going to hit some shit. But if you get closer enough, you started to see that they connected to some solid shit. I'm talking about God is the most solid foundation that you can get. I'm trying to tell you that from afar, those demons thought that you was by yourself. From afar, those demons thought that you ain't have no help. From afar, those demons thought that when you jumped out there on you, that you was going to reach your demise. Whole time they ain't realized who was connected to you, that because they wasn't close to God, they didn't see how God was close to you. They didn't know no better. Now they know better now. Because I'm trying to tell you, they started to see when you jumped out, you ain't fall down. God flung you up into some abundance that you receiving right now. They wasn't close enough to God to know that you know him. I'm trying to tell you. But they thought. They wasn't close enough to you. They was looking from afar, thought that you was jumping out there and you was going to reach your demise. Whole time God had you in that slingshot in the sense you about to see your uprise. Whole time they seeing they demise and starting to realize that they should have got closer to God instead of trying to play him. Stupid ass. Now they starting to see what we was saying. See, we don't play about God and God don't play about us. We do what God asks us to, and that's it. Now they starting to be in disgust. Now they starting to realize that again, what that demise that they was seeing was really their demise in real time that they was witnessing. They thought that you was jumping out there and that you was going to have your ending there. The whole time you was jumping out there on a net that was going to catch you and get you to a safe location. Now when they try to jump to, they going to fall through because they not connected to God like you. They dumb. They sat there and did all these evil things to you. And then when they seen that it didn't work. So again, I always say this. First, they try to befriend you to betray you. Then they try to sit there and beat you. When they seen that they couldn't beat you, they try to become you. Then they blew a fuse trying to be you. So therefore, they're going to try to come back to you to see how you made it through what they intended for you. Because that's what they currently going through. It's a no for me. They going to see. They did all of these things and wondering why they now can't. They didn't sat there and try to fake. They got caught into character. You know how you hear about certain actors that truly took on that character in a sense. They got too caught up in that person that they was supposed to be playing. These karmics really sat there and tried to act like they was divine the whole time, trying to act like a divine feminine, a divine masculine, that they started to believe that shit. So then they started to think that they can do the same thing as them. Now all of a sudden when they see that they are going through what they intended for you, they think that they equipped to get through that shit too, baby. You ain't realized that you in character. Somebody called action. You dumb. You done sat there and got gassed up playing this certain character. You try to become this character when really, again, all God got to do is say cut. And I'm trying to tell you, you getting cut through. You going to realize that you not who you thought you were, boo. You stupid. You out here trying to fake like divine the whole time. You was in a character. We watched you break character a few times. You stupid. And anybody who followed you, they getting the same thing as you. Anybody who sat there and joined you, going to join you so that karma and consequences come through too. They not going to be able to say, well, I ain't know that what they were saying wasn't true. You should have listened to that voice inside you that told you that that individual wasn't that individual that you could play that shit with. You thought you was built like the chosen ones. Now your ass over there sick. Chase you, then your ass getting replaced. Because if you keep running from that, if you got to realize, chosen ones, abundance comes with you, love comes with you, protection comes with you, abundance comes through you. So therefore, with all of these things that you know comes benefits. Because again, you playing the job that God asked you or placed you in, all the benefits that come with you playing that position, anybody that's connected to you can sit there and have them receive those benefits too. So think of a job. You got insurance, you could have insurance for your kids too. Your spouse can join your insurance. All of these different things that you could produce based upon the fact that they connected to you. If they running from that abundance, they running from that love, they running from this, they running from that, that means that they don't want it. So you don't chase after they ass. You wait for somebody else to answer their prayers who's been praying to cross paths with somebody like you. Somebody that already went divine and God told them the package that you was going to come through. Somebody that can look at you and see the God in you, see the love in you, see the light in you, and they're going to match that too. Instead of chasing these karmic ass individuals that's just trying to sit there and outrun you. They trying to get you to waste your breath, sit there and tire yourself down in a sense. So therefore, again, you don't have enough strength to sit there and truly battle their ass. We not doing it. They're going to try to have you exhausted. So therefore, again, they could try to come through, use you, hurt you when they feel like you in a position that's down that you going to lose. Oh, nah. See, what they ain't realized, chosen ones. Yes, baby, I'm definitely going to upload this live a little later on my YouTube, all right? So definitely hit the link in my bio and turn the notifications on. But I want you to realize something, chosen one. These individuals, right? They did all of these things. They try to cause all of this destruction your way. They try to sabotage you, slow you down, so you had to restart a few times, right? They ain't realized that all they did, having you have to repeat and start over in a sense, you built cardio within. So therefore, again, you could outlast them when it comes to that battle that y'all about to be in. Energetically, they ain't never did no work. Energetically, they didn't get the thing. They not going to get the things that they deserve. They ain't go to divine. They ain't co-create with the creator. They ain't heal inside. They ain't do no work, but try to do work on you. So therefore, again, these are individuals that didn't play as the same rules as you. They not properly prepared for these things that they about to be going through. Whereas you had to restart a few times, but you built that cardio within inside. So now again, you outlived them. You got more breath than them. They using their last breath to try to blow you out. But think of a flame when air hits that shit starts getting bigger. Every time they try to blow your flame, that shit blew up in their face. Now they feeling a certain type of way. You should have did that work. You thought that those practitioners was going to allow certain things to happen for you. Whole time you ain't realized that you was going to be bound to the same thing that they going to be going through because they didn't use certain gifts to try to take the life of innocent individuals. You called yourself trying to stop the divine when really you stupid. The chosen ones got a piece of them that God gave them that they don't got. So therefore, you trying to stop a chosen one just like you trying to stop the divine. That's just not going to happen because you only here because he allowed you to be here. So now that you try to start some shit, you going to see certain things crystal clear. And I ain't talking about that crystal ball that you looking at. They dumb. Anytime, God's like, listen, anytime you go after my chosen one, best believe it's about to be a problem. See, I want you to think of how, like a mother. Some of us, we ain't had good mothers, so think of a good mother, all right? Think of a good mother. If you ain't have it, you are that good mother. So think of that, all right? Think about how you really carry your kids. You could discipline them in a sense, saying, okay, well, you can't get this gift, or you can't get that until you earned it, or you didn't listen, so now you got to wait. I ain't talking about discipline whipping their ass, because that's stupid. Don't do that shit, all right? But I'm talking about you disciplining your child, meaning you correct them at that point in time, or you don't allow certain things to come to them. You like, nah, since you acted up a little bit or you didn't listen, I'm going to hold on to this. And then when you act like you did better, I'm going to give it back to you. See, They try to play the parent in a sense. I want you to think of how your parent carries you, about how anybody else tries that same shit with you, they gonna have to be held accountable because your mother and your father don't play like that. See, God sat there and had certain things held out from you based upon who you was given to. So therefore, these individuals thought that they had the ability to pay certain practitioners to stop certain abundance from coming through. And God's like, oh, you call yourself taking this from my child? Oh, nah. Certain practitioners to stop certain abundance from coming through. And God's like, oh, you call yourself taking this from my child? Oh, nah. You hear me? I'm trying to tell you who they think this is. They not listening. God's like, oh, nah, I told them that they couldn't have this abundance until they got rid of them funky ass friends, those karmic individuals that they was out there giving to. But for you to feel like you gonna stop my abundance from coming through from my child, oh shit, I got something slick for you. See, God going to the door like, what had happened? See, everybody over here, they my crew. You see these chosen ones, that's my children. So don't you tell them what they can and cannot do. Don't you dare try to come in between and take some shit that I done gave them and you try to take it from them. Now I'm gonna take this from you and you gonna be left in a certain, man, listen, God don't play about you like you did. What? God only held out certain abundance from you based upon who you was connected to. That shit wasn't supposed to be permanently taken from you. They tried to take your life from you. God never said that shit was going to come through. What? They thought it was. They see now, and if they don't, they seeing as they slowly but surely going down. It's a wrap. You thought you was going to do what? And these practitioners too, I don't give a fuck. How many of y'all hold hands and sing kumbaya or speak that shit against a chosen individual? I'm trying to tell you, you would never be able to penetrate what God has sat there and set in place. You stupid. You out here, every moon cycle you get, you out here praying up under that shit. You out here giving offers to certain entities and deities, thinking that they gonna come after me. Whole time they like, yo, do you know who so-and-so's father is? I ain't even gonna get caught up in that shit. Now when God showed up like, hey yo, what they tell you to do to my kid, they sitting there, them demons that they conjured up are starting to turn against their ass. Like, you ain't tell me so-and-so is their father. Hey yo, God, so-and-so called me and told me that somebody was attacking them. So that's why I came through to help them. I ain't realized that they was coming after your kid. Okay, I'm cool. I'm trying to tell you, them same demons is copping they copping pleas, like pleading with God, like, yo, I ain't know that was your seed. I ain't know they conjured me up. They was trying to use me. God's like, you better go tell Shorty who, man, I'm trying to tell you, they out here scared as shit. Them demons like, I'm sorry, I ain't know that was your kid. I'm sorry, I ain't know that. I'm sorry, I ain't know that was your seed. Now you out there looking at them like, yeah, you see what it is. They was sitting there trying to bully you. They ain't know that you was God's kid. God like, hey, yo, do you know what their name is? They say their name was Chosen, right? Who else do you know was Chosen? Who named, that name ring a bell, right? You should have noticed. See, I'm trying to tell you, these demons are copping a plea. Like, hey, yo, listen. Don't do nothing to me. I'm about to get these people who conjure me up. Now they stuck. I'm trying to tell you, looking a hot-ass mess. And if these demons that they conjured up, they don't realize that some of these demons been trying to get out of this demonic cycle. See, these demons once used to be people too. These demons were used by certain karmic crews to do certain work for chosen against chosen ones. So now they was cast to hell. So these demons been waiting for an opportunity to get out of that shit and prevail. So when these demons find out that they conjured up somebody to take out a chosen one, this demon goes to God like, listen, this is what they was trying to have done. Can I sit there and handle them? Can I please get a chance to come back? God's like, we gonna see the extent that you go to take out their ass. God sat there like, listen, you did all these things for these demonic individuals. I want you to see what you gonna do for me. They like, cool. They started turning on each other. They started turning on other dark entities. Now they getting the opportunity to break free because other lifetimes they was bound based upon certain shit that they couldn't see. I'm trying to tell you, this is not what you want. You should have knew better. Trying to tell you, what you thought? Them demons been waiting for, the devil been pleading like, hey, yo, God, remember when we used to be cool? Remember when I used to be your right-hand individual? Remember when I used to? God like, yeah. The devil like, listen, I've been thinking certain things is clear. Can I come through? We can do things like we used to do. God's like, nah. Remember, you sat there and recruited a certain crew to come against mine. Oh, nah. See, the devil been on the phone trying to get cool with God. God's like, oh, nah. Stick to what you did. That little intricate plot. I want you to know that all those lineages that you sat there and took with you, best believe you're going to be held accountable for all those individuals, and they going to see you go down and know that they ending is coming true too. They dumb. I'm trying to tell you, guys like, You said what? I'm trying to tell you, they out here on they smoky tits talking about big worm coming. I'm trying to tell you, certain demons is like, hey, yo, you know that wrath's coming. They out here like smoky, paranoid, trying to take other people down too. They then sat there and got drunk and so high, them motherfuckers still in that chicken coop that they was using those bones against you. Them graveyards that they call themselves burying your picture in. Now they starting to realize when they wake up, that's that grave that they living in. They stupid. They out here looking like Smokey in the coop, sitting there knowing that big worms coming to collect. Based upon the fact that they was out here smoking some shit that they shouldn't have did. Out here, I'm trying to tell you what. You done. They dreams coming true. Everything that they wanted is happening, but it didn't happen to you. That death magic worked, but it happened against them. That money stopped, okay, they didn't realize it was God stalling your shit. God had you like, nah, don't spend that bread yet. Matter of fact, since you want to keep spending it, I'm not going to give it to you yet. I'm going to make sure everybody's handle that's going to try to take from you. Everybody that's sitting there trying to take your fate from you. I'm going to make sure that they did before you get that. And now that they seeing their innings, you about to receive that. I'm trying to tell you. Everything that happens, you don't sit there and think, okay, your car had messed up at that time period. It happened for a reason. Because you was about to be a ride for all these individuals that was deceiving. You was taking so-and-so to work while they was doing work on you. You was sitting there taking so-and-so here and there, but they ain't never give you no money towards no fuel. I'm trying to tell you, God, like, oh, nah. Everything that happened to you happened on behalf of you. These individuals thought that they was being successful stopping you, but God sat there and put illusion over these individuals to make them see how far they was going to go towards you, just to see how far they can go. How low can you go? Oh, you going to go down low? Shit, all the way to the flow? Okay, cool. I'm trying to tell you, God want to see how far they can go. Because now they're going to see how much you are chosen, though. Because the extent that they went to try to end you, just to see you still being able to do you, blossoming in front of their karmic crew, while they see they demise, you uprising, so beautiful. I'm trying to tell you, God wants you to see your power. God like, man, listen, they stupid. Somebody said they scrubbed the ground. I'm trying to tell you, they thought had them little knees knocking. Oh, scrub the ground. Yeah, now your ass getting scrubbed on that ground now. Huh? Scrub the ground, right? Had them little knees going fast, right? Was out here quick to show a little ass, right? They was showing they ass quick. Okay, cool. Now your knee done went out. You done scraped up your shit. Now you done got as low as you get, and now you got to roll to get out of that shit. I'm trying to tell you. That knees done got arthritis. Talk about knees like Megan. Okay, cool. Now them knees is begging for you to stop doing. You dumb. Trying to tell you, chosen ones. You gonna see. God's like, they doing all of that? Okay, cool. Guess what? God was like, turn into freeway, told him, put on a beat. I'm trying to tell you. God like, oh, they scrubbing the ground, cool. Y'all watch them sit there and work their asses down. Now they thought they was doing some shit, got some applause from their karmic crowd. Now when they got as low as they can go, can't go no more. Them knees is knocking now. Now they then slipped up and they done fell they asses down. Now they done ruined the whole dance battle that they thought that they was in. They just knew that they was going to catch that win. Now your ass done fell down, scraped up your knee. Now you out here looking stupid in front of your friends that was sitting there too quickly celebrating. You stupid. Trying to tell you. God was like, let them go first. Let's see what they dumb ass do. Now they asses got served. I'm trying to tell you. They thought they was in that you got served for real, doing all this shit. Talking my ice box where my heart used to be. Ain't that about a bitch? I bet it is, huh? They out here, I'm trying to take call themselves doing all that. Come on. Come on. We gonna see. Oh, you was hitting that little, all right. All right. You was doing what? We watching, laughing like, what, y'all? Okay, cool. Now, guess what? God called you up, and this is a position that you've been waiting for. You've been ready to bust these moves. Like, what? All right, guys, it's my turn. It's my turn. All of a sudden, you hit into hip-hop prairie talk. Go, 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 go. I'm trying to tell you. Your ancestors all like this. Who's next? Go, go, go. I'm trying to tell you, you didn't turn into hip-hop Heyy with the divine. Everybody that tried you one by one, they seeing their demise. Who's next? Go, go, go. You better hit that shit. Go, go, go. Switch it up. Go, go, go. You already know. I'm trying to tell you. Who's next? That's what it is. Who's next? You? All right, cool. Tap them in. Yeah, they thought they was sitting that popping lot. Tap they friend in. Okay, now they friend is tapped out too. Looking stupid. I'm trying to tell you, y'all all look dumb. Y'all out here looking like those people with those headphones in just squeaking and shit. You ain't, see, from afar, we think you really getting that shit till we hear that music and like, you ain't even on beat. You not even on beat. We done sat there and watched these individuals from afar. We like, damn, they must be really getting it. Then when you hear that song, like, what the hell is they dancing to? You just hear squeaking. Them doing a pivot, moving around the room like, yo, you done scuffed your butters all up. Your Timbs is sitting sideways. Your shoes all scuffed up, marks all over the damn place. Now we done sat there and pulled that cord and can hear what you dancing to. And motherfucker, you truly wasn't even really busting no moves. We like your little non-dancing ass. Your little can't catch a beat ass. I'm trying to tell you. They out, we looking like, hey, yo, what are you dancing to? But from afar, we thought they... It looked like the beat then got your ass. They starting to see. Those beats they conjured up had no ability to get to you, chosen ones. You like that for real. I'm trying to tell you. Can't catch a beat. They laughing at you. Shit, even if you hit to the little side to side, you still on beat to what God provides you. They can sit there and talk about you can't dance. Oh, cool. But I don't know what the fuck you called your ass dancing to. Can't get right, can't move right. Trying to tell you, like, what? They dumb. They done sat there and you took out all they whole squad. One person. See, let me say this. They always say one is the loneliest number that you ever see. See, to other people that may seem right, but they don't know what's in that one, which mean is you, right? So let me say this, right? One person, they see you by yourself. They thought that you was lonely. But they realized with that one person what was all around you. They know that with that one person, you got lineages and lineages of ancestors around you. With that one person, you got so much protection that you can go, you can take care of lineages after lineages after lineages. See, one may seem like the loneliest number to them, but you know what number that is within. That one person got the God in them. That one person got Allah in them. That one person got divine in them. That one person got certain connections to ancestors within them. So one may seem like the loneliest number if your ass ain't good at counting. I'm trying to tell you. They ain't got no soul, so they zeros. You ain't got shit. One don't seem like the loneliest number then, huh? I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. You been divine the whole time, on your grind the whole time, surrounded the whole time. You good. I'm trying to tell you what they thought it was. Stupido. Estúpida, estúpido. Either way. Tú es mucho, estúpida, estúpido. It's done. You gotta tell them it's a wrap. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, you exactly where you supposed to be at. Never was in lack. God was just showing you that they was going to show their ass. They showed a fit just for God to come through and still clear out that shit and you still get what he told you was going to get. Man, listen, you better know that. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, babies. It's a wrap. They stupid. They can't come back. They in lack. They stuck there. They looking at you. How you got out. You not me. You can't do that. It's a wrap. Let them know. They dumb. It's a wrap, chosen ones. So again, know that you never in lack, chosen ones. Look around you. Any situation that's happening for you, to you, is happening on behalf of you. Other people that face the same thing as you and didn't have the ability to get through what God made you through. So therefore, just know that you favored and you not like these other individuals. Anything that happened, you find a positive in it. Okay, this car stopped working. Cool. That means God doesn't want me to make certain moves, because had that car worked, you would have went to that location that truly wasn't for you, around those individuals that was trying to sabotage you. Certain things was happening. Trying to tell you, chosen one, you different. You better turn. I'm different. Yep, I'm different. Hey, you better know that. You built different. You heard me? Know that. But listen, babies, before I get up off of here, right? Remember, I got virtual courses now available. They are an hour long. You're going to be in a classroom type of setting virtually with me. There's certain subjects: how to, again, survive spiritual attacks, how to get out of certain karmic cycles, how to heal you, get back to self-love too. All of these things are presented. It's only for a time being, but it's $25 for one slot. You understand me? So that $25 is for that whole hour that we going to be talking. Again, it's a classroom setting. So after we go through it, of course, you can have questions as we doing it. All right. So just know that, again, the link is in my bio. I got various courses that's coming up. So again, definitely go ahead and purchase them, because for the time period, they only $25 for an hour. All right. Again, it's going to be like a classroom setting. It's virtual. You ain't got to spend no gas. You can sit in your room, in your car, wherever you want to do, all right? Also, remember, I'll never reach out to you for a reading. You got to be ready to receive it. The link is in my bio. I got readings of all types. I also did just start something, right? I got $45 coaching sessions. During the coaching sessions, again, you're not only going to get like a prophetic reading, but again, during that time period, we're going to be on the phone. We can talk. It's going to be a half an hour for $45. That's a new offer that I have. Again, we on the phone in real time. I'm going to read you in real time. Also allow an opportunity for you to, if you want clarity on this or confirmation for that, you'll be able to do so, all right? Just know I got all types of readings for all types based upon what you need, but the link is in my bio, okay? Thank you so much for all y'all's love, all y'all's likes, all y'all shares, all y'all subscribes. I definitely wanted to do something differently pertaining to the virtual classes, because again, you can do that at any point in time. No matter where you at, you can tap in, all right? I love you so much. I'm going to upload this live in a little bit to my YouTube. Please turn your notifications on. Also, please follow me on my other social medias. I only got one TikTok, one Instagram, and one YouTube. The link's in my bio. I ask you to follow those because you know how TikTok, they stay shadow banning individuals who's really saying something. They stay trying to delay certain things. So since that's up in the air, we got to be able to connect other places, all right? I love you so much. Thank you for all y'all's likes, all y'all shares, all y'all subscribes, all y'all's love. The fact that y'all show love to each other, I appreciate you. I believe in you. Any situation that gets presented to you, you better know that it's happening on behalf of you. Stay positive. You hear me? I love you so much. Y'all continue to be great. But remember, if you need me, you know how to reach me, babies. Y'all be great.